dancing to unlock me. Side to side, no, their fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing's gonna stop me. You're looking to get you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. What you say, what you say? Oh, come on, get it wrong. Oh, come on, get it wrong. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Let me show you, let me show you your love, your love.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
I have a question, who revealed my path into the light? I was wondering, who would save me on a darkest night? Why? I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. Why? I couldn't love again. Have a secret, who revealed the truth about my life? I was wondering how to be strong and how will I know how not to cry? I going against the wind, against the world, fly. Why? And then you say goodbye. Why? I'm not afraid of anything or anyone. Why? I couldn't love again.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Wednesday.
What time is
Long Wednesday. Extremely long Wednesday
it? What time is it, by the way?
Time to take a nap.
It is time to take a nap, Batman.
I'm going to tell you, beautiful music by Miss Love.
Leave, yes.
Leave. I don't call her Leave no more.
Love.
Let's leave the Leave at the door.
Why?
Because she's Miss Love now.
No, why is the question? Miss Love will do, she says.
She likes Miss Love.
Miss Love will do. Miss Love, we just need you to hold your mic. Miss Love.
Make sure you're talking to this mic.
We're very confusing to
Because
her.
that mic, push it away.
Yeah.
Because that mic is off because of the reverb.
Miss Love is in the house. Happy Wednesday to you. We did not do a morning show because today we were up bright and early teaching podcasting to about 25 high school students.
We did not do a morning show today because they thought about doing the VMix social, which you see Ms. Love on right now with a VMix with a phone. We should have done it in the car because we had guys in the car.
We talked about it.
And we should have done it and we didn't think of it.
Next week. We did think of it.
Afterwards.
We just didn't turn the camera on. So
But then you didn't think of it.
So next week we're going to do it breakfast in the car. Our Wednesday morning show will be breakfast in the car.
And because Slick decided to eat his tacos, he is going to treat us all to tacos in the car. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can't. You can make believe you eat a rubber taco.
I know those donuts are pretty spectacular. Kenny Love brought in some donuts that it's like, wow, is all I can tell you.
He
I've been
bought a
working on one of
donut
them for
that
2 days.
feeds a family of 4.
I've been working on the donut for 2 days. I
They're
finished
this
it
big.
today.
They're about 200 points. But who's counting?
But who's counting? Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. It's, as you used to say, hump day. Vinny's on the board.
What
Vinny,
did I
I
used
think,
to say?
hump day.
I never said that.
You in Connecticut.
You said that last
Back
Wednesday,
in
Freddie.
BZT, you used to play that.
I wanted to bring in a camel, a live camel from a zoo, and she wouldn't let me do it.
I thought it was quite offensive.
Happy, happy hump day.
Happy hump day. Aline, you look beautiful today. Look at that beautiful shot you got going there, Slick. That looks really nice. We took all the gang up with us. Teddy met us there, and Slick and Dan. We had Vinny, who I think found his calling. Some of these kids are just absolutely amazing in the mind of a child.
I wanted to ask some of the producers that were there what their impressions were, because I'm going to tell you, when I first got there, I was a little intimidated
I know, you were a little quiet.
because you keep changing the script on me. You said we're going out to talk to high school.
We did.
There were 3 classes of complete different people.
But I told you that.
You didn't tell me that.
Even Teddy tried to explain it in her Teddy
You
language,
guys
and that
speak a
didn't work.
foreign language.
Teddy.
But the nice thing about it was that Dan, who I thought I was a little afraid because he says him and children don't mix well together. He did very well.
I felt comfortable in there. There's a nice little atmosphere, great little private school.
They're not really
And
children.
Hey, yeah, and the kids in there, some of them had some talent.
That was just it. I was the part that I got shocked by. Some of the kids in there were really talented. And the nice thing was that at the end of the day, I got the 4 athletes. At the end of the day, I got the 4 athletes, so I got to talk about something I like to talk about.
See
Me
that
and
picture I
Vinny.
sent you with his feet up?
Well, I didn't want to stick my beak into it. I sort of stayed back, and then Vinny started, and I went in behind Vinny, and they got something going on. They want to do their podcast to bring other athletes, which is really unique if you think about it, because they talked about 4 different sports, one being harder than the other.
And what some of the feedback I've already gotten is one student loved it so much he wants to do it all the time and may want to intern with us this summer before he goes to UF. At the end, actually. And one of the kids from the beginning that you had, one of the 4s in the red shirt, he wants to know why it's only once a week. But what I loved the best was when I've explained to Freddie for a week now that it was 3 classes of 10. And then you even tried to explain it to him. He sits down just now and says, but I don't understand. There were 3 classes, separate classes
But
of
they
10.
weren't all high school seniors.
I didn't say they were high school seniors.
You see, I heard seniors.
Because you were a senior. And sometimes when I explain things to you, you don't understand. So then
I
Teddy
don't understand.
tries to explain
I
to
don't
you.
understand you at
and
all.
yet it still did not
9
sink
o'clock
in.
on a Wednesday morning, I'm sort of crawling out of bed.
But we got it, and you did it.
Yes, and I'm exhausted and I need a nap.
You guys did a great job. We could not have done it with every single one of our producers. Truly, you guys were, right? It took every single one of us. It gives you a whole new respect for the teachers out there that do this every day, all
I gotta
day.
admit, some of the things I heard, the Poop podcast.
Is that the one you recorded? Poop podcast.
That is amazing. She was a senior.
Here we go. Those are my girls.
And it's funny because she spoke to me outside. What are you doing here? I said, what are you doing? She says, I go to school here. I go, and I'm here to see you go to school. And we went back and forth with this thing. She was not amused whatsoever.
But you don't have a mic, but you engaged them all, which is pretty remarkable. Everyone got engaged. Slick and Dan had their group, Vinny had his group, you had your group, and
Yeah.
everyone was just engaged to do this.
The 2 girls I had who did the Poop podcast were hilarious. They were talking about what they wanted to do beforehand, and they took like the good 10 minutes, and they were like, okay, we want to discuss something, and they were going to discuss music, and they were going to do Cardi B, and they're like, okay, we're going to do Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj, and they were like set on that. That's what we're going to talk about. And I was like, all right, go. and they open the podcast and they don't know what to say, and one of them goes, "Poop. I don't know what to say," and
that was
then
it.
they
Take
did
it,
an
yeah.
8-minute podcast on it, and I was so afraid we were gonna get in trouble, but it was actually very great.
That's awesome.
It had its own twist. It had its own twist, right? And it developed its own life.
It
The
did.
very first one we did, was it Jeffrey? Was the kid's name Jeffrey that did the Beethoven piece? Is that his name?
No, but okay.
I think it was Jeff.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Ryan.
Ryan?
Ryan,
What?
the one who played piano
The
for
piano.
us. Yeah, Ryan.
So he plays the piano,
Jeffrey.
and he plays a song from
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, yeah.
Curb Your Enthusiasm on the piano.
Right.
And everybody went, holy smokes. Then he does his podcast, and he talks about Beethoven.
Mozart.
Oh, no, it wasn't Mozart.
That's what you
It was
said.
Beethoven, wasn't it, Slay?
Absolutely nothing.
And he knows everything about Beethoven. So then Slick tried to be Mr. Cool. And he says to him, oh yeah, da-da-da-dang, that's Beethoven's ninth, right? He goes, no, that would be Beethoven's fifth. And don't get it wrong.
I love
And I was
these
like,
kids.
whoa, me and Dad would die.
The kid damn near rolled his eyes. Right at Slick.
He says, you don't know what you're talking about.
They
But that
got
was great.
attitude. Some of them.
Oh my
They're
God.
funny.
No, it's the fifth.
These are just high schoolers at their best. Now, this is my latest text. The little ones that we work with on Mondays, they've agreed to a script. And guess what it's going to be about?
Union,
Close.
unicorns.
Corn.
Unicorns.
You know, I'm not going to say
course.
And they're
nothing.
coming in costumes on Monday.
I'm not saying
Oh,
anything, but whose idea
that's
was it
so
to
cute.
bring the
Very
unicorn?
Well, that's why I'm telling you. So their script is on unicorns, and there's one of the students is coming dressed as a unicorn. That would be my mini-me. And then two of the others are going to walk the unicorn because, you know, unicorns don't fly, I was informed, because only Pegasus has wings and unicorns don't. And this is the mind of a 6-year-old. This is what we now get to do. It's kind of cool, right?
It's
They're
unique.
bringing in costumes. It's union.
unique. I thought it was a union because they didn't want to participate. No, we are not doing this.
But sometimes it just takes time for it to simmer, I guess, and then to...
I think the kids have to get comfortable. There are a few groups. I know Vinny and I had, and I'm sure you guys did too, where it's like at the beginning they don't want to do it, and they're like, do we really have to do this? And by the end, once they're comfortable, they're kind of like, oh, this is fun. Like I can do something fun. But
That's it. They get to do what they want to do. So
Now,
that's
you know,
pretty
you
cool.
guys have raised the bar. Next week is the challenge because now you got to raise the bar. Now, it isn't, there was curiosity involved today. Next week, you got to outthink them. This is when it gets
I don't think
interesting.
anyone can outthink some of those kids.
Yeah, they.
You watch.
Lee, do you remember what it was like to be in high
keep 'em-
school?
Oh, definitely.
Where'd you go to high school?
In Tel Aviv.
Oh,
Yeah. It
Did
that
you
was no
sing?
nonsense, right?
Did you sing in high school?
Yeah, yeah. I was
You were
in
in the
a
band or
art
something?
major in theater. So all
Really?
we did is doing shows and perform on all the holidays and in between. And that's all I did.
See, you've been singing a long time.
Yeah. At high school, it was really, really fun.
Were they strict in Israel on schooling?
Depends what kind of school. Depends, but I don't really see my school was really strict. It was a very. It was what is it? How does it call this name?
it like an art-
Agricultural high school.
Oh, okay.
So we had 1 day a week. We had to go and milk cows, or work at a botanical garden.
Whoa, wait a minute. What? You had a
You
what?
milked a real cow?
Yeah.
You know how to milk a cow?
Well, it's not like I know it, like I could pass the test on it, but I did it when I was
There's
a
a
kid.
test. So you milk a cow and there's a test.
Have you ever milked a cow?
Yeah.
It's
had a
it's
phone.
in high school with you learn biology. So my major was arts, not included, but part of it was once a week you gotta have to go. You have 1 year I was in a botanical garden, another one I was in milking cows, and another one it was chickens, and which is not
You milk
favorite
a
because it was
chicken?
really really
You
bad.
picked the
smell.
eggs.
You milk a chicken?
It was just it was not really joyful to be there, to be honest.
I don't think
with
it
the
would
smell
be.
and everything. No, but in general, yeah, milking cows, it's kind of fun.
Interesting.
We had a lot of creative activities, theater and shows, but I just chose this high school for that reason. Some of them are a little bit maybe more strict. I don't know, but 18 teenager, I don't think it could stop any teenager anywhere.
Milking cows is never fun. You ever milk a cow? You come from the islands.
It's not as hard as you think.
A goat.
You've milked a goat?
You milked a goat? How do you milk a
Technical
goat?
difficulties, but yeah, the cow way. My mom. What is it? My grandparents, they had a big farm in Haiti.
Really?
So basically,
You
Careful,
milked
don't
a
step back.
goat.
Don't step back anymore.
yeah. So basically, I didn't know I was I was the owner of, like, of all these animals. So my mom was showing me one day when we did go visit how to milk a goat, and
And you milked her?
milk the goat. Yeah,
It's pretty fun.
it's
Milk a goat?
No,
yeah.
just
I never
milking.
milked. I had goats. I wouldn't milk a
in
goat.
general.
Goat milk. That's how you get goat milk.
That's how you get cottage cheese.
The only female goats.
Female goats, not male goats. I
You
wouldn't
can't
think
milk a
it.
male
No,
goat?
No.
Dawn,
You can't milk a male goat.
I mean, you can, but if you do, that's a
can't
different
try.
shit.
That is not the milk that you
You're
want.
milking a male goat. You know what? I don't want to talk to you. Milking a male
I'm not. I
goat.
don't know. I'm
That's
not
not bad.
familiar
That's
with
All
the
you
farm
listening at home,
situation.
she's drinking heavily.
Say aloha to Ronnie in Hawaii. Yes.
Ronnie, you
aloha,
ever milk
Ronnie.
a pineapple?
Milk a goat.
A coconut.
You
Milk or coconut?
That I've done. I've milked coconuts. You squeeze them hard enough and all the milk comes out.
And there you have it. So, a whole new repertoire of
Milk
what we
a male
do.
goat.
Yeah.
I was sitting there thinking about it. How do you know?
My
kind of.
head hurts.
Teddy's just like, oh man, we've been with you for about 24 hours now, Teddy. It was a late night and early morning. She just did not go to sleep after we left last night on a late shoot. So
It's funny because Jody actually went out and bought Lost Harbor because of the show last night.
good.
She bought the Capistara. Now you can get it at Total Wine.
Thank you,
Total wine.
Jody.
It was a
That's what it
great
was.
show you did last night.
Thank you.
And then Jordana had a great show. She needed like a whole nother hour.
She needs more time. Yeah, we have to figure something out. Anyway, by the way, Ms. Love is here because she's promoting that Saturday.
This Saturday, actually.
This Saturday,
Saturday.
at 12:30. Don't get there at 1 because you never get in. At 12:30, she's going to be on stage singing a few songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Now,
four
is
songs.
it the land or the land?
The land.
He's having the
It's-
most hardest time with this word.
The land.
It's like De Bronx.
No,
The
it's
land.
not. The Bronx is DA. This is DE.
It's
How
a
can it be the
DE.
same?
Because it sounds the
land.
same when you
The
talk
land.
about it.
D is not da. Do, re, mi. You know that
You
song.
can go DeLand, De Bronx,
Anyway,
DeLand.
drive up to see her. Rain or shine, they're still going to go on.
Yeah, we will be there.
Do you know where you're singing?
It's a Cafe de Lucci, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Do you know if it has a cover?
Oh, it's a, well, I don't know when people are covered, but the stage itself covered. So I know for sure. But
hope-
I've
I
never
hope
been
you're right.
there, so I don't know. I saw just the pictures, how it looks.
They're going to have over 50 bands there.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Then I find out that
huge.
it's on a 2-block radius. 2 blocks. Do you know how many bands must
Yeah.
be? 50 bands on 2 blocks? It must be like a band every 50
They shot
feet.
down 2 streets
Yeah.
for that.
And you're going.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm not taking any equipment because with the weather being the way it is, I'm not losing another camera. But what I said to Phil is, listen, he gave me the list. I'm willing to bring all 50 bands in through here, either virtually or in person, depending how we can set it up, to interview them. I've invited Jeffrey, I've invited all these marketers in music to take a look. This milk is not milk. Now you got me thinking.
Milk in the cow.
This music
Milk in the goat.
is not cover band music.
It's all originals, yes.
It's all originals.
music.
Don't listen to the woman behind the curtain. It's all originals. And I'm going to tell you something. I've been screaming, hollering, and talking about this now
Oh
for
my
months.
gosh. Yep.
And it is only for us to lose. We have it in our hands, all of these bands with original music. Do you know how hard it is to get somebody who's been doing cover bands all their life to come in and put an original song together?
I don't think it's hard to put it if they've already been writing all their lives.
Trust you me, they are all running the other way. We had a meeting on this yesterday.
But
and
not
there's
many
no-
have
no-
been writing all their lives
They
like you
don't.
have.
If they're performers just doing covers, then they just keep doing covers. But the singers and musicians that've been writing music all their life, that's all they've been waiting for, just to perform and show their talent.
Well, that's what I want. I want musicians that want to show their talent. So we're going to create the music network somehow, like an MTV type of deal. It's going to have video and audio attached to it. And we're going to invite people. Already got a music open for the show with one of Jeffrey's singers. And then there's different types. There's throwbacks, there's future, there's independent.
How
They have
about-
people who have poetry.
Right.
I gave you a poem, and she has to talk to Amy so she can get the feel of what this poem was about.
Actually, one of the kids today did a poetry podcast. I think Vinny was with him
Vinny
when he
was with
recorded.
him.
He did, yeah. He
Did you
wrote
hear
a
it?
poem. I didn't hear the podcast. Vinny did. I can switch with him in a minute. He can come out here and talk about it. But he was showing me the poem, and is very interesting. He
What was
was
the
a really
poem about?
interesting kid. I didn't get to read it. I only saw it. Vinny read it. Here, let me
He
go switch with
locked, he
him.
locked himself in the room with Vinny. Well, he was
Yeah.
in there. Vinny walked in, and they did a podcast on poetry, which is kind of cool. What was,
not?
what
Nice.
was it about?
What up?
What was the
Poem.
kid's
How
poem?
was it?
Man, it was dark. It was cynical at best. It reminds me
really?
of Edgar Allan Poe with Stephen King with some H.G. Wells.
Wow. And the fact that you knew all that?
It was that dark?
It wasn't like dark like it's more like McBrayek a bit.
Really?
Like he has a good the poetry is good, but has a dark humor, dark sense about it.
Well, I could tell when we first met him and walked into that room that, you know, he's, what's a good word for it? He wasn't going with the flow in terms of how things are.
He
and
has
likes
his
to
own
sing.
thing. He has his no filter.
Yes,
That's
he's
good
a
that he
lot
can
like,
express himself.
well, he talked about fruit. Why can't fruit be fruit? Why does it have to have fruit roll up? Why is it going to have nuts? Why is it- and he was really serious about it.
But I would say about it, he has a good reading voice.
Really?
He's got a great voice, a great way he delivers.
Yeah, the way he
information.
delivers his poetry, I feel like if he reads a book like a Stephen King book, people can actually feel what he's saying.
I was impressed with one of the seniors that was controlling the flow on the athletes. Kid is good. He's a CrossFit athlete. Now, you ever heard of a CrossFit athlete?
Yeah.
You have? I've been in sports all my life. I've never heard of a CrossFit athlete that competes.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that it's like he's like, oh, CrossFit is sports. Like, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Did you mean multi-sport athlete or like CrossFit? The
No, CrossFit.
exercise,
Just
the
CrossFit
workout?
exercise.
Oh.
CrossFit, and he
Yeah.
does it as a sport. And he has to be in shape all year round. He can't take time off because if
Because
he's
he
gonna
wanted to have a
compete,
donut.
he couldn't.
That doesn't happen.
He couldn't. But I like the way he controlled the environment. The skateboarder was the wild card. Most skateboarders are.
They're extremes,
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much.
They're like drummers.
You know, here's the amazing thing. We went in to teach them, but look what they taught us.
But I've always told you that. It's
Right?
the best school.
Yeah.
That's what, when the school is a great school, when the kids teach you, you go to think you're teaching them, but really, you're not. They're
Now,
teaching
I
you.
got requests to have people come in so they can interview them and find out what they're about.
Okay.
So let's say that Ms. Love showed up there as an artist, and she sat there and they questioned the podcast is how to interview somebody away from their circle. I mean, I'm going to tell you something. These kids sort of, they have questions. You just got to get them to ask you. But I thought that was brilliant. I said, we could do that.
You do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you've got some new music you're playing for us today.
Yes, as I promised, one of my songs that I wrote in Hebrew. So I wrote it, and we'll try to play it for you guys.
All right. You ready?
Do you want to hear it? Yes.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's
Hold on,
ISO.
hold on.
I can
Slick,
translate a little bit later. Does it mean?
Slick, I need a mic.
Where'd he go?
Hold on a second. We got to get that mic
So
lit.
this is a song that Aline wrote.
Aline, hold on 1 second, because I got to get that mic lit.
She wrote it back in high school.
Yes, something about when I was 18, 19. Do you want to know my exact age then? It's 1998, 99. Something there. Yeah, it's the best time that when you have fun and the high school is just a camp. That's how at least I had it.
רוצה להאמין, קצת יותר רוצה להיות משהו אחר, רוצה לחכות למקום טוב יותר, רוצה גם להיות יותר ויותר, ורוצה להאמין, להאמין במלאכים, להאמין בעצמי ובאושר העולמי. תראה, תהיה כל מה שתרצה, כל חלום יהיה. תראה עולם, תהיה גדול, כל מה שתרצה להיות, כל חלום שלך. ורוצה להאמין בגן עדן, ורוצה לאחל לכולם רק אהבה, כשאנשים מחכים ומחייכים לנו, כשילדים מחייכים זאת יותר. תהיה, תהיה כל מה שתרצה, כל חלום יהיה.
I'll get to your microphone over here.
Slick, I don't know what you're doing with that, but that was hilarious.
That
was
was-
unbelievable. Yeah, you liked. Wow.
I have multiple songs, but this is just the.
We are.
Yeah, it's Slick. He's between the white.
Slick's having. We're gonna have a commercial after this, but what is that in English, basically?
I believe for better world, when kids are smiling, I believe that we can do better. I believe in a better place. I believe in angels. And I hope something like that. So basically it's all like, let it all be in love.
I love.
You
something
wrote this
like
in
that.
high school?
Yeah.
Have you recorded it again?
I do have a recording on it. I can send it to you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I do. That's how I
Wow.
discovered it, when I was just going my CDs and the CD was saying my name in Hebrew. I'm like, okay, what is that? Because when you have so many years back, not to mention my age, I don't know what that is. So I just heard it and I start crying. I've listening 5 or 7 songs of me, one of my first recordings, and I ever wrote songs. And I'm like, okay, this is
Wow.
interesting.
That's amazing. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, that song, we have to use that someplace.
I'm like speechless.
Have you ever heard Hebrew before?
I have never.
One of the most, I think it's one of the most beautiful, calming languages. When you listen to music in Hebrew, at least for me, it will always, you know that frequency Tracy talked about yesterday,
Oh, yeah.
right? It's just like this peaceful place in my heart, and I don't even understand a lot of it, but you can pick up a word here and there.
Word by word in English and sing it in English, just, not now, but just so you to understand.
Wow.
I love the way it is. I think it is phenomenal.
All right, let's take a commercial break. More to come.
you.
The music of Miss Aline Leave or Miss Love. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
OMG Flower Boutique is a family-owned and operated business. We specialize in custom arrangements for any and all occasions, big or small events, including weddings, birthdays, dinner parties, bar mitzvahs, etc., while offering the best prices and highest quality of flowers to our customers. We offer online ordering, pickup, and delivery. For more information, go to our website, omgflowerboutique.com, or call us at 561-806-5818.
If you're a true collector of exquisite items from the past, then check out Wolf's Gallery. Looking for fascinating souvenirs for your home, like a jukebox or a sweet record player? Then mosey on over to 351 West Plaza Rio in Boca Raton, Meisner Park. We have everything you need and more. Or give us a call at 561-245-7678.
The way you live your life says a lot about you. way you choose to commemorate your lifetime can say even more. It's a single event that speaks volumes. So how do you celebrate a life? Dignity Memorial providers believe that your memorial service should be as unique as you are, reflecting your personality and your passions. It should be a perfectly tailored send-off, a fitting tribute for family and friends to celebrate the person they love. We're professionals at catering to your every need, right down to the catering. In fact, no detail is too small. So when it comes time for a fitting tribute, we'll see that your final wishes are beautifully fulfilled. It's what Dignity Memorial providers are known for. And why you should rely on us to see that your life is well celebrated. The celebration of a lifetime begins here.
Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Just me and the moon, you and I, gazing above the sky, chasing the dream, counting the stars. Is it the moon who brought us together? Following you to the moon, taking by the wind into unknown moonlight. Take me higher and higher than life. Moonlight, save me. Take my soul tonight. Fly up high like the fairy child to the moon. Beauty's mine on the darkest night. Take me home, take me home. Fly up high like the fairy child to the moon, to the light. Moonlight, save me higher and higher than life. Moonlight, save me. Free my soul tonight.
Do you play other instruments besides the piano?
Just a little guitar. I travel, I take the guitar. So I
You don't play the drums?
No, just just a shaker.
Just the shaker. But if you notice the theme of her songs, it's all about angels in your soul and uplifting your spirits.
True that.
Everything, no matter why do we do it, the connections, and they're all uplifting, soulful pieces, English and in Hebrew.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
She has this, she's one of those that when she breaks up, she does better music.
Some of the songs are about some bad love experiences, but then I write something about hope and angels again.
Hope and angels.
This is on the rebound. So she goes up and she comes down.
Always about
It's
hope
just
and
a dream.
angels.
I write about dreams too, and then when I come back to reality, I write about love.
I seen some of her videos. Light me a cigarette.
I know, they're pretty hot and spicy. That I can tell you for sure.
She has that picture of wearing the fur coat in the snow.
Ah, yeah. That's
Good
a
stuff,
good one.
man.
A good shot. Back in Columbus Circle in New York City.
Yes, I'm very familiar to Columbus Circle.
Do you miss it?
Absolutely not.
Do you miss it? You're going back. To do
I
some
go.
filming,
I
aren't
actually
you?
go next month. I'm going
Did you
to.
find a farm?
Not farm. I don't know. We'll figure out. We'll find something to shoot as long as it's not going to rain.
Go to
So
Van Cortlandt Park
Whatever.
in the
Whatever.
North Bronx.
Yeah. I mean, if something, we only need like an empty field with no people distractions and no trees, just like open.
Go to Pelham Bay Park. Go what they call up the hill. A lot of people do photography and stuff up there.
I will write it
It's
down.
beautiful, and there's
Okay.
nobody there.
Yeah, so I'm going to be there for 4 days, and my nieces will be part of this music video. They're already excited and looking forward. I got them this outfits of angels that is going to be, but oops, I already said too much about the video that I'm doing. It's a completely new song that is going to be
Always about
out
the
soon.
angels.
We sent Frankie to take her up to the spot.
If we send Frankie, we may never see her again.
No,
He
they
may
don't.
sweep her off her feet
No, I tell him to behave.
and fall in love with her.
She only says that because I wanted Frankie to meet her daughter, and then I
No,
said,
because
"Never
I know
mind.
Frankie.
We're done."
Mr. Suavemente Freddie Jr.
But Frankie could take him up. There's a lot of nice public parks, botanical gardens.
Yeah,
You go
I
in there,
know.
they'll let
I
you
kn-
film,
The
too.
thing is, over there, it's a little too crowded, like too small.
Not right now.
I don't know.
Right now there ain't nobody going. Even
We'll
the
figure
animals
out.
in the
Also,
zoo
we need
are
to have a
lonely.
place with. I don't think we need a permit for it because we're gonna just use one big camera. But you never know. Sometimes in New York, they're a little annoying with that.
I did film work in the botanical gardens for my second wedding.
Beautiful. But I love your music, and you've been with us, I don't even know how many weeks now. And I'm finally, you know, they say it takes 7 times to hear something, to see it, to understand it. Now it's like 16 times because everyone's brain is on overload. I'm sitting here thinking you've got this theme to all of your music of angels and love. I think it was the piece in Hebrew that just sparked this. It's spectacular.
Oh, she got your ears open.
Thank
Wait,
you.
and you sound cleaner now than you did 4 weeks ago because you've been practicing more.
Yes. Plus, you have a great microphone right now,
Ah, soprano sound.
which
But-
is
but we
a
need
big
a piano.
plus.
We need our piano tuned.
We do?
Yes.
Okay.
She says the key doesn't work.
No, it's just one.
She
Like, no, but
She
if
knows
you
the guy,
tune
though.
it, you
She
know,
knows
you
the
need
guy.
to tune it. I just tuned my piano as well.
You do it?
No, not me.
Oh, we have a guy who's deaf and he tunes the piano.
Pretty much.
He was
Pretty
walking out
much.
and I said, "Excuse me, Mr. Piano Tuner."
But
He
maybe
went, "What?"
Aline has a good piano tuner. So
It's really good. It's really nice, you know. So,
So
he
we'll
came
try
to my
another
house.
piano
He did
tuner.
it.
I don't know. I'm getting to
Well,
a
it's
point.
not urgent or something, but it's good to have one.
Yeah, but I wanted to play right, because then I could play it that way.
Let me see. All right, we'll call the piano tuner. I'm
You're
kind
blaming
of
the
excited,
tuning?
Freddie. Look what just came in the mail.
Yes, I know. We've been looking for that.
Isn't that
Shout out
nice?
Miami. That
Nice
is,
and
that is
slick.
that is the first time I've ever been a magazine cover with you, I believe. I know you've done them before.
I've only done one, and that was at the other show that you.
Which
But
magazine
you were
is
the
that?
producer.
It's called Shout Out,
Shout out Miami.
Miami.
You were the producer on the other show that I did, but you weren't in the
but I
article.
wasn't in the article. I was
well, you
very,
were. I talked about you.
I was very upset.
I talked about you
I
in the
wanna hear it.
article,
Done.
but
Upset.
not in the article.
I got to mention a paragraph that say, yeah, he's here. That's all.
Isn't this nice? So this was before you and I were working together. We got to send this to a framer and have this double frame
Very
for us.
good, very
I know,
nice.
it's kind of cool.
Do you have any copies of this magazine?
We do. I didn't realize it was double-sided, so we can make copies.
We're going to have to come up with something.
Just print it.
Yeah. Just print it. Remember I told you I had this dream about a trifold
Yeah. You're
brochure?
going to make that a trifold?
And I guess, well, it kind of is if you trifold it.
No, you don't want to do that. We'll figure something out.
We've got Amy in-house today. We've got the art of Amy Reshevsky joining us. Amy, have a donut. She's like, no
This
donut.
donut is like 5 donuts.
You've had OMG Flower Boutique coming in? Yeah. And you have another guest also? Yes, I do. She's got a busy day coming up.
Listen, I've lost count with her. She's all over the place.
But look at the beautiful paintings behind you. These are the most recent ones.
Oh, there it is.
And the big one behind you. We've been out for a long day. I mean, he's a little tired. She's got her own sights on something. She's a busy lady.
I can tell. She came in and she's on another mission.
She's a busy lady. I got to tell you, apparently, Bitcoin, Coinbase is going public today, or went public today at 9 a.m.
And how's it doing?
I don't know, Slick or anyone know how Coinbase is doing? It went public today.
I hear about it all day long.
Well, hold on.
All
What
the time.
is Coinbase Bitcoin?
You've heard about it all day long?
I mean, I've been hearing about Coinbase and crypto like last month.
So we have a show tomorrow night that's airing. Teddy, who is Mike interviewing tomorrow? What happened? Did it explode?
It doubled.
Did it?
Yeah. AMC?
Oh.
Everything's affected.
Well, of course
Everything.
everything's affected.
Wow, I got to
Who's Mike
sell it.
interviewing tomorrow?
I got to sell AMP today. I got to sell.
All $10?
This is, it's been down for 3 months.
Don't sell
Yeah,
it. You
I'm
got to
selling.
keep it.
Selling.
Hold,
selling,
hold.
It's an investment. Look at your shirt.
Selling.
Hold it. Huddle
huddle,
on.
huddle. You
Hold
gotta
on.
Selling it. I sell $2 worth.
Scott Melker, he is. Oh, cryptocurrency account on Twitter. All right, that's tomorrow.
What is the name of the
Huddle
one that
on.
went public?
Scott Melker's the guest.
No.
Coinbase.
I don't see it in Gemini.
I don't see it on Gemini either. I looked earlier. Coinbase.
Well, check this out. Gemini Dollar. Gemini has a coin. It's called Gemini Dollar. It's at 0. Now is the time.
So Coinbase is the app.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
they
but
went public,
public.
today. How's it doing? Blowing up. I saw it was all over Huddle On's Facebook. He was talking all about it last night.
Teddy, you bought Litecoin, didn't you? I did. You're up today.
I think everything's up today, and I think
You're
it's
up
going
$3.
to keep going up.
You know, I asked you yesterday. I would have been up $3 today.
You sold, though.
Listen, I'm playing with house money right now. I got back my original investment, and I'm playing with house money now.
Wow. The kid, one of the kids today said he sold yesterday at $44, $45.
He was upset because it went up to 65 today.
Huddle on, hold on.
What about this Maker, MKR? Wow. Wow. It's up $132 today.
Maybe that's what it's valued at today.
Got to get into that. All right, we'll do
This
that
is what
later.
it's like to invest with Freddie. Everyone's buying and holding on, he sells it.
I saw
It goes up, he sells. I buy more. You and I, do we ever agree?
No.
How do we even do this and even have articles written about us, which is unbelievable?
It's funny because her daughter's at the school, and her daughter sees me go the opposite of her mother. She just walks away. I says, I'm used to that. That don't mean nothing to me. You ain't got this.
What, I walked away?
She walks away.
Oh.
She's like you. She walks away.
But look how many great things we get to repurpose. Aline, I'm thinking you're on this piano, and this was the original, as we were talking about tuning it. This
It's
was
part of the piano.
This was the original. This is where the pedals were. And Max Lazega created this little fisherman on a dock for me out of the old wood. He repurposed it, which is pretty cool.
Now, we got some other exciting news. Tomorrow, Max is supposed to be here tomorrow, and he's bringing our Comcast sign, which is like 3x4.
Where are you
feet.
hanging that?
I'm thinking of hanging it over the bay
Ay.
door
Oh my goodness.
on 2 wires.
Slick. Dan, you in tomorrow? No. Maybe. Yes.
I want to hang it this way on 2 wires right over the bay door.
It's
a
a big
big sign that
Comcast
says
sign.
Comcast.
Oh, you want to hang?
Yeah, there you go. Wrap your head around it. Yes, like a Peter Pan.
You'll be
Yes.
wearing the bungee and.
I didn't agree to that.
You know, Christopher Walken bounces around the walls on that video. That's going to be you.
Yeah.
Kicking off the walls.
First of all, you guys, when you hang something like that, you hang it from the floor, and then evenly you bring it up until it goes up.
Yeah, good
and
luck
it,
with that.
And it plugs in.
Good luck with that is all I can say. More to come. All right, let's take a commercial break. When we come back, more music. You got more Hebrew for us? I'm loving her Hebrew.
Not today, but I promise next
She
week.
can talk to you in Hebrew.
She can, I might not understand her.
Next week I'll bring more songs.
How
in
do you say
Hebrew.
angels in Hebrew?
Malachim.
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 That's my middle name.
Someone was teaching me how to say cucumber.
Malachich.
Melafefon.
That one. That would be Pam.
She speaks Hebrew?
Yeah.
Mrs. Freeman, may she rest in peace. She used to talk to me in Hebrew.
Yeah,
Yiddish.
Yeah, Pam speaks Hebrew, so she's telling all the people the other night how to say cucumber in Hebrew. And they all looked at her like, because I asked for a cucumber martini. And here's the story. I'll have a cucumber muddled martini. We're out of cucumber. Hold the vermouth. So basically she looks at me, I said, yeah, vodka chilled in a martini glass is basically what we're looking at. And all she could do was laugh.
Have you ever had chilled vodka?
Of course.
You take ice and you crush it and
Yeah.
you put it in a glass and you put the vodka in there?
Sure.
You've had it? Like an ice slushy?
It doesn't freeze.
Usually
Vodka
the,
doesn't
the
freeze.
cup itself is chilled.
Yeah. The glass
Everything's
is
chilled. And there's ice in it, and then you put the vodka in there.
Oh,
You ever
like
had
in
it?
Russia.
Like a crush, yeah.
Back
Stella
in Russia.
Schneier.
Take you back to the Russian time.
Stolis, right?
Or some Lost Harbor.
We are doing the Lost and Found tour.
Oh, I have an idea actually just came to me.
We're gonna put you on a bus with a piano, like Elton John, and we're gonna drive around. You're gonna play.
That sounds like fun. I'm down.
What if we do a treasure hunt for Lost Harbor?
Yes, I've been
On
way ahead of you.
there.
But you told me I couldn't do.
You can talk about that because that exists.
No, I want to do the production on it. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh.
On Captain Tiny's ship.
We got
Slick,
Blackbeard.
we can do a treasure hunt for the Lost Harbor.
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow,
Forget Easter
Blackbeard.
egg hunting. Yeah.
Where's Blake?
Where is
Blake went to Artful Dodger to take some pictures, and he only be leaving.
Blake is gonna
You know
be.
why? Because Blake thinks we're doing his evaluation this week. Don't tell him that I already did it.
This is
Blake can be Captain Morgan.
This is a funny week. This
Blake
week.
can be Captain Morgan. I need a
funny
pirate
week
name.
this
I need a
week.
pirate name. I need a pirate name.
I only know Blackbeard.
I don't know Blackbeard.
Jack Sparrow.
But
I'm Jack Sparrow.
Vinny can be Vinny.
Captain Jack.
Captain Jack.
And Coke.
Blake is gonna be Captain Morgan.
Captain
He's gonna hold the beer, the
Who's
booze.
the one from Peter Pan?
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook. Yeah,
That's who
Captain
I
Hook.
wanted to be. Was Captain Hook. I need a hook.
So we're going
Give me a
to.
hook.
We have a friend that we've been working with, and he has a pirate ship for kids to play on. It's like a 5-story, 40-foot high Avenger pirate ship. And you come dressed as pirates and you play. So he said anytime we want to do an event or anything on it or film or anything we want. So they're very excited to now
So
play
we are
pirates.
we're going to put a production studio on.
It can be anywhere you want it,
It will
to
be in this parking
it
lot.
It travels.
It will be in this parking lot right here. Captain
Have
Hook.
ship will travel.
And hold on a second. I need a hook.
That's what I'm thinking. Can you imagine her doing a video on that ship?
You have to do a song about out at sea.
Funny that I actually
Out wrote a at-
song now about sailing.
Of course she did.
No, it's
Sailing.
But that's how
Sailing
things
away.
work here, right? He walks in.
so funny. I started it and I didn't get inspired because I just went on a boat. I went on a boat like a week ago, and I'm like, I was just feeling the wind and
You didn't go to the front of the boat and do that thing like
The
what's the name of that
Titanic
movie?
Titanic.
No, I don't do that. I just sit there and just.
You didn't go like this. You
It's
were
not
on a
that
boat.
kind of-
As
yeah,
a
it's
matter
not
of fact,
that
you
kind
were on
of
a boat.
boat. It's
You
just-
had a white bikini, and you had a girlfriend on that boat. Whose boat was that?
Thanks for watching.
The
How
fact
can you
that he's
miss
so
it? You put 200 pictures
descriptive.
up.
Yeah, well, I want to show people, the inspiration about good life.
Whose
wait to
boat
hear
was
that.
that?
Friends, it's always good to have a friend with a boat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
good.
so I got like inspired.
Me? Yeah, of course. That's all the
It's
picture.
all right. Yes, Doc. I gotta get a hook.
Look at him.
I need a. I know, like
I'm
he's
a-
turning. He's turning orange. Black
It's
beard
because-
in the house.
Oh man! All right,
I
let's
need
go.
a hook, Dawn.
We're gonna take a
if I
commercial
say
break.
no,
When
you
we come
know
back,
why.
more with our Wacky Wednesday.
Bring me a
Treasure
handgun.
hunting on the Avenger with Captain Tiny. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For over 30 years, the acute color sense and masterful presentations of this artist have inspired women worldwide. Barbara approaches each canvas as a gift, the freedom to create original forms in enticing, unconventional ways. Journeying from ritual-like color blocks to simplistic shapes, her palette ranges from the bold to the essence of calm. Barbara graduated magna cum laude from New York University. She studied at Cooper Union and the Boca Museum Art School. Her abstractations reside in public buildings and private homes in New York and Florida. Contact Barbara Silver at 917-757-0447 or by email at barsilver151@gmail.com. View her work at barbarasilvergallery.com.
The Spa Facial by Maria has amazing facials, body treatments, and sugar body waxing for any special occasion. All our spa treatments have organic and natural ingredients concentrated just for your skin. We guarantee all natural products help you with that extra feeling of zen. The Spa Facial offers organic facials, foot detox, aromatherapy, manscaping, and face and body waxing. Call the Spa Facial for your spa appointment with Maria at 954-213-5034 or visit her website at thespafacial.info.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke? If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Look, I'm standing naked before you. The one you want more than my sex. I can scream as long as you last one, but I can hold innocence. Oh, could it be the weather? Oh, why am I here if love isn't forever and it's not the weather? Hand me my letter. I almost ran over an angel. He had a nice big fat cigar. In a sense, he said you're alone here, but if you jump, you must jump far. Oh, could it be the weather? Oh, why am I here if love isn't forever and it's not the weather? Hand me my letter. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba.
I like that. Are you going to sing that up on Saturday? Are you going to sing the Yiddish one?
Hebrew?
one?
No.
You should.
I can, but it's just we have specific window, a specific amount of
That's
songs
okay.
we
I
can
have
do.
a screwdriver. I know how to open every window. I will be telling them that you have to play that song.
I can play. I don't mind it. I mean,
Even if it's your fifth song instead of your fourth. We just tell the band.
I
just
can
chill.
play 10 songs without anybody. Just me and the
No,
piano.
I'm gonna tell you that song that you play now and the other one over there. those are your
Leather, this
opening-
song I'm actually playing with the band.
your
It's going to be.
opening and close right there.
Yeah,
What's
and
the song called?
This is called a Leather. It's actually a cover. We allowed to do one cover, so I chose this song because I love it and it's fun to sing it and play it.
Ba-da-ba.
Yeah, we make it a little more funky with the
Dawn
band.
singing.
Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. It's
Exactly. Slick, you like that beat.
ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da. It's really theatrical.
It is. You can totally see that in like a movie, a show, absolutely 100%.
Yes, so
Must be
that
Amy's
song
guess.
will be there.
Ah, look who it is. It's the lovely Catherine Carlisle. Look at her. Look at Catherine. Remember her?
No.
Yes, you do. It's the jewelry lady from the other studio.
No.
Yes, remember they were doing the whole ghost apparition play?
No.
Yes, you do. You'll see.
How are you? How are you doing? Excellent.
It's good to see you.
I love to watch excellence.
And getting better. Of course.
Of course, it's only one way up.
Really great outfit. This is.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. If you would have played that song,
I just saw that last post.
if you would have played that song when she walks in, it would have been the perfect movie.
It's okay, I can do it again. We can retake. We have pictures together.
You can definitely retake.
Catherine is the queen of picture taking. We got lots of stuff. Welcome to the new digs.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
So much wonderfulness on the planet. We have such a beautiful life ahead of us, all of us. Amen.
Amen. Awesome.
And like I said,
Can you imagine if anyone did a documentary on what our day was like? If we
no-
did actually like a reality show on how our day starts out,
I
and
have-
now it's only 1:15, and how much more we've got to
They
go.
wouldn't
no
believe it.
clue as to who that woman is.
They
hidden
wouldn't believe it.
cameras.
They'll be like, "This is a day."
This is just the
Well,
day.
I'm going to tell you something. We have a piece of equipment coming that we will be adding up to 12 cameras. in
Actually, it
this
might be
place.
coming today, I think.
Up to 12 cameras in this place, including maybe the bathroom.
No, that's
'Cause
illegal.
we want to know.
Not the
who's peeing
bathroom.
on the
Not.
floor.
That's illegal. But
Not
I
the
got to tell
bathroom.
You
you,
pointed to the floor
that smell that I was
Why do you need
haunting.
it there?
because somebody's peeing on the floor.
Yeah.
So
and
we
then what,
need
you
to
gonna
put a
arrest them?
pamper or catch the culprit.
Why don't
Because
no?
nobody wants to clean it.
Not the bathroom.
Not the bathroom.
No,
Batman.
actually, it's illegal.
Yes.
Not if you pointed to the floor.
You
Yeah.
never know what
It's an
they're doing on the
intimate
floor
spot,
either.
you know, the
Well,
bathroom.
if somebody's doing something on the floor, they should be illegal.
True. It's an
We're going to
intimate
start a
spot.
segment
You
called
know?
Mom's Chores. Slick, he's
Yeah.
like, you want me to change the air filter now?
Yeah.
Dan, do you want me to sweep the leaves now? Can I
Yeah.
vacuum? Can I do the floors? These are Mom's chores that they
Wasn't
all
this
do.
something that you came up with a year or 2 years ago with the bathroom stalls or something?
Yeah, stall tactics.
Stall tactics.
I wanted to do a segment called Stall Tactics, and you do it from the bathroom.
You walk into a bathroom, and there's a whole setup there with a video. Now, you're not going to go to the bathroom.
It's just a set.
It's
Yeah.
a
Just a set.
fantastic premise.
And we call it stall tactics. I thought it was brilliant, but
Yeah.
they wouldn't let us do it up in Del Rey.
We can do it here.
But we could do it here. We turn the booth, and in production, you're not allowed to use it. No, it's like you can't do in poo-poo when you're on the air.
We can use the sound booth.
Vicious. That'd
We
be
can
a-
set up the sound booth as a set.
No, we would have
Yeah.
to buy a fake toilet. The whole thing is having a toilet on the set.
Stall tactics. Or you kind of just see your feet underneath the door and just have the conversation with just the feet underneath the floor.
No, that's
Yeah.
the way it happens. You look underneath and then you open the door and there you be with the newspaper. Oh, how are you? Thank you for joining me on Stall Tactics.
It's not crazy.
We should
The
do
things that are in my brain that we just
Slick.
have these ideas.
We can
come
do
to
that with the
fruition.
booth.
With the
You have,
booth,
like,
right?
idea
Yeah.
box.
This. would
We
be
just
my-
have to suspend the booth so people can see our feet, and
You're
then
going to put a
you.
toilet in the booth. That's a whole lot of work when I have a perfectly good
Not a
toilet.
perfectly working toilet, unless
We have a
Why
guy
don't
who
you
works
set
at
up a
Home
booth
Depot.
in a toilet right now
yeah.
and just use it?
That no
And you
one.
only use it when you need it. And
Most
That'll
definitely.
be outrageous. It's putting the walls up in the bathroom with the soundboard.
We'd have to do the floors first, Dan.
Yeah.
The floors would have to be cleaned first, put like plastic down, and then you put the booth in there.
We
But
just
the
have too much
sound-
time on this set. That's all I got to tell you.
But there won't be no sound coming out of the bathroom, though. You gotta
You're going to
admit that.
record
no,
a show.
you gotta
Use a
have
handheld.
this kind of microphone over
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Then no one can use the bathroom
Suspend
while
it.
we're on air.
Yeah,
No one
true.
can use the bathroom while
Yeah,
you're on air.
we're sending them to Tree stage left.
Yeah, there'll be no bathroom usage while you're on air. 100% correct.
Well, that way we will cut out the deficiency of missing the toilet.
So think about whatever
Yes.
kids we didn't get to today. Now they have a podcast. We can tell them stall tactics.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to tell them that. They probably
That
went
show
in there and
Teddy
start
did
using it.
with the girls today.
I don't know about that.
Teddy, I've got a name for the girls' podcast. We call it Stall Tactics. Life according to the girls.
It never ends in this place.
It never ends. I know we've got Manchester. Vinny, let us know when Manchester's on. We're going to be heading over to Manchester Studios today and talk to Miss Tony McKenzie.
We got a couple of things popping over in England.
Actually, she texted me this morning, Karen. I got to answer her
Karen
back
can-
also.
I told her to leave for next week because her son broke his arm.
I saw that post.
So we're going to do it for next week. But that's Editor's Desk is going to be making a comeback. And she's an author. And she's going to bring in author and other things.
Very nice.
So we have that cooking. And then we have our famous Nikki, who's doing how to use social media, Instagram, and everything else to take your podcast to the next level.
Marketing.
And it's all about a marketing scheme on video. And she has some big time people coming in tomorrow. And that's at 11:30, no, at 3:30 tomorrow. She's doing that.
Okay.
And then at 11 o'clock, we have the debut of a
Lady D.
Portuguese.
Lady B.
Lady B would be doing a Portuguese show, our first Portuguese, which is going to be interesting because I don't speak Portuguese, but I do understand a little bit.
Vinny won't be here.
And Vinny won't be here, so I have to give her hand signals.
Do you speak Portuguese at all?
No, just Spanish.
Yeah, but you probably pick up enough.
There are a few
It's
phrases
close.
here and there, but not really.
Not really the
Patron,
same
you know
thing.
what patron is in Portuguese? Is
I know.
boss.
Obrigado.
What?
Tequila.
Not tequila. What the frick is a tequila?
Patron.
I was gonna
Not
say tequila
patron,
too.
Patron.
Sounds the same.
Patron.
Patron is boss.
Sounds the same to me is all I can tell you.
Tequila.
Patron.
Yeah, you drink enough, you be
Yeah.
boss.
I was
We
gonna
have
say
that
tequila
debut
too.
tomorrow.
Drink enough, you become one.
Yeah.
Pretty much is
Be
true.
the Kool-Aid. Don't just drink the Kool-Aid. Now I messed that whole thing up, and I guess I got to learn all over again.
Why?
Because you said that I did it wrong.
No, it's just your perception of it is your perception. There's nothing wrong with it. I think you want to be the Kool-Aid. You want to be the leader. And you want people to
You wanna-
drink your
you
Kool-Aid.
want- Okay, see, I got it all wrong. Don't
Well,
be.
that's
I
what
said,
Flip
don't
said.
be the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you
drink
gotta.
the-
What is it? You gotta be the Kool-Aid. You know.
You got to be the leader.
You have to be.
You got to be the wine.
You have to
First
spread
of all,
your.
me and you got issues
What?
because you and your taco-ness.
My tacos.
Yeah, you come up here with 2 tacos, you eat in front of us.
First
Really?
of all, fish tacos don't come around like, especially good fish tacos. Man, I'm sorry,
Where'd you get those
but
tacos from?
I got them from Coconut Creek. It's called the Fish Joint. If anybody goes to the Fish Joint, it's on Coconut Creek.
We have to call them.
Wiles, adjacent to the promenade. They're right next to Wingstop, so they're right next to the meat place.
Bring 'em in.
But I'll try to see if I can bring them in. They only been open for a year, and it's a nice hangout spot. Surfboards everywhere, nice, clean, social distancing. If you want to eat outside, you can, but masks are always on. It's a beautiful place.
Now, I would like to start a segment. I want to start tomorrow, where you call these different places, like we call this place, and you talk to whoever picks up the phone, and you ask them what is the best thing on the menu today. And you tell them, listen, you're on the air, you're live, and yada yada. And we're doing this to all the businesses, and see what happens. See if they will say, well, let me get you the manager, which is normally what happens. But it could be fun, and we have a little fun with it. You know what's the best fish on the menu for a taco? Or is it only one fish?
The mahi mahi, because the mahi mahi taco. Oh man,
The hell's a mahi mahi?
Soft.
That
Why
could
it's a
tell.
white fish?
Delicious.
it's delicious.
Dolphin,
Isn't-
Dorado.
You eat dolphin?
No, it's all the same fish. There's different
It's
names
not
for it.
the dolphin like flipper.
Yeah.
It's called dolphin. It's a fish.
Yeah, it's a
Dolphin and mahi
fish.
mahi the same fish?
Pretty much.
And a Dorado.
Yeah, yeah,
All 3 the same fish?
yeah,
Depends where you go fishing for them.
yeah.
What do you mean where you go fishing?
What they're gonna call it when they pull it up.
When
Are
they
you
pull it,
serious? So why do they have dolphin $1 more than mahi mahi?
I don't know, but I know mahi
I know a
mahi
little bit
comes
about
up a
fishing.
lot than dolphin and the other one. I know
Yeah.
mahi mahi comes up a lot.
You eat mahi mahi?
I'm not a big fan.
You eat
It's a
mahi
little
mahi?
plain for me.
Yes, I like fish.
A lot of people. I like fish.
I went to a fish restaurant last Friday, which I don't want to name because they're a chain. I went to this restaurant. I hadn't been there in a long time, right? And I ordered a pork chop.
You did not.
Yes. I never order fish from a fish store. I get the pork chop
Why?
because I love pork chops.
Then why go to a fish restaurant?
I go to Carrabba's. I order 2 pork chops.
Then why do you go to a fish restaurant?
I don't know. There's something wrong with me psychologically.
Yes, that doesn't make. It's like going
Like
to
going
a.
to pizzeria and ordering a steak.
Yeah. You go to a fish place and like when you go.
How do you know I do that? I go to a pizzeria and I order wings. So my famous friend Clint Moore, he sees me, Freddie, how many wings you want today? I don't order the pizza. I don't know why. I order the wings.
Interesting concept. All and
So
know.
it's funny because I go to places, fish stores, I don't get the fish. I go to steakhouses, I look at the fish.
Don't know what to tell you. Let's go to commercial break. When we come back, let's head over to Manchester. Eileen, you want to take us out with a song? Sure. Ba-da-ba-da-da. That one.
Oh, now she's you got it in her head, the tune.
I know.
Let me tell you a story. There's no start and no an end. This is not a fairy tale. Just another love song once again. Singing poems through my mind, singing random melody in a feeling of desire. Just another story about you and me. Let me love you again. Let me hold you tight. Let's stay up all night or the sunrise. Share the moment with you. Let me love you again. Let me hold you tight. Let's stay up all night, watch the sunrise, share the moment with you. Let me love you again. Let me hold you tight. Let's stay up all night, watch the sunrise, share the moment with you. Let me love you again. Let me hold you tight. Let's stay up all night, watch the sunrise, share the moment with you.
Ant Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422. Dr. Laura Ellick, a licensed psychologist practicing in both Florida and New York with over 20 years of experience, addresses the negative thoughts that are keeping you stuck in your lifestyle patterns. Dr. Ellick works with children, teens, and adults, from anxiety and depression to eating disorders, addiction recovery, and medical issues. Making a deep interpersonal connection is a magical part of the therapeutic relationship. Contact Dr. Laura at 516-635-6186 or at Laura Ellick, ELLICK.com for a personalized consultation. It's time to remove the blocks that are preventing you from achieving your dreams. Call Dr. Laura Ellick at 516-635-6186 or at LauraEllick.com.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
Hey everybody, this is Jeff from PromoStuffForYou.com. We are now entering some really challenging and uncertain times, but one thing is for certain is branding and marketing doesn't stop. At PromoStuffForYou.com, we have access to 1.4 million promotional and branded products. We want to sit down with you and help you come up with that right strategy to make sure that the remainder of this year goes smoothly for you and make sure that your name is out there. Branding is the most important thing a company can do, and it's not just for cattle anymore. So contact PromoStuffForYou.com, 561-693-2117. Visit our website, call us, we're happy to help. You can reach us at 561-693-2117. Looking forward to helping you any way we can.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I'm running a speed test on our Wi-Fi.
Because you keep losing it?
No, AT&T wanted me to do it for them. I don't know, I just do it.
I got to tell you, people ask you to do things and you do them. People ask me to do things and I delete it. Again, you and I are on polar opposites of what we do.
I just listen to what they want me to do.
It's very nice of you. You're drinking the Kool-Aid, Batman. Welcome back to our Wacky Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You've been listening to the amazing music of Miss Love, Miss Aline Lee. You can find her all over Spotify,
SoundCloud, Amazon, iTunes.
Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. Amazon, iTunes, YouTube. We're giving you a mic. She's taking a little bit of a break while we head over to our Manchester studios with Miss Tony McKenzie, our happiness correspondent. Your flight to happiness, how to embrace happiness and love what you do. How are you doing, Tony?
Hi, Dawn. I'm doing really well, thank you. How are you?
We are great. It's great to see you.
You too. And hi, Freddie.
How are you, Tony?
I'm very well, thank you, Federico. How are you? Really good, you've already said.
We've had a long day. I guess you have too, because it's 5 hours later. You're like ready for happy hour.
Yeah, I'm ready for something. Yeah, my dinner as well.
How's everything going over in England? You've got some changes. Our condolences.
Yes. Yeah, very exciting. I felt so it was silly, crazy really, but so excited on Monday just because shops were open. You can go and have lunch or a drink and sit outside. And the sun was shining in Manchester and there was such a buzz in the air. Everybody just seemed happy and the sun's kept shining each day since.
Wow.
And I'm meeting Sue France, who you had on, she's my very first guest. We're meeting in just not far from here in Manchester. We booked a table to sit outdoors at a lovely restaurant. So I'm really excited. The first time in a long, long time been out anywhere to socialize. So it's great. Just hope it keeps moving in the right direction.
It's been a long year, but it's time for things to start opening up for sure.
Yeah, 3 months of lockdown. It's been really hard.
We see a lot of places are going down into lockdown. Someone told us that Croatia was in lockdown now. I know Czech is in lockdown.
Really? I haven't read anything. I used to read everything about it. Now I just pick up snippets here and there.
Yeah, at some point you go, how much more can I read? You just want to just stop hearing all of it. And you got to live. So I'm glad things are opening up there.
Yeah, it's great that places are opening up. Mm-hmm.
You know, we get all the gossip over here about the boys are back, the brothers are back, they're going to get together, Harry and William, and they're going to, come together.
Yes, of course. Yeah, since we last spoke, Prince Philip passed away, didn't he?
Very sad.
Yeah, Meghan's staying at home. So, yes, it'll be interesting. Whether we'll ever know we'll probably never know what's said between them, but it'll be good if they can make peace.
Exactly.
Because they were so close. They were so close. They were always together and laughing, having fun. And it's really sad what's happened between them, but hopefully they'll overcome it and move on.
Well, then I just got to add, if the two brothers are getting back together, then the real issue really isn't the two brothers. I'm sorry to tell you. It is what it is.
It's always the wives.
It's always.
It's always the wives.
It's always. And you know something, I can see her from the very beginning. I remember there was rumors about her and she wasn't the nicest person in the sandbox and yada, yada, yada. And if the two brothers are getting together, 1 + 1 = 3.
Well, you just hope family is family and everyone gets together and they can agree on their differences and move forward and come together as a family.
Yeah, but think about this. If I'm in that family and I marry somebody and she has this whole different approach towards the family, I'm gonna tell you, you're dealing with some heavy tradition. This is not a gang that just got formulated a couple of days ago. I mean, this is the monarchy, and you're gonna have to. And they don't like saying it, but you're gonna have to play ball with the game. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say it. I know it ain't proper,
Yeah.
but in the Bronx, they would have told you know what, 86 your mouth and play ball with the people that be because it is what
They're
it
much
is.
more proper than that.
Well, you can be proper or you can go through all these pompous circumstances you're going through.
Much more proper that way. You've got a great guest joining us today.
Yes, I have. Helen O'Brien, who is a colonic hydrotherapist. So she's all about gut health, which has a knock-on effect on our whole body and mental state and emotions. So yes, something different, a different guest or a guest with a different career this evening or this afternoon where you are.
Which is fantastic. Let's bring
Yeah.
over Helen. We lost her. I've got to have Helen log back in. Oh, she's cutting in and out for the Wi-Fi.
Oh dear.
Okay, she's back. So we're going to try and bring her over.
Me?
There she is.
I'm back. Yeah.
Teddy, can you turn up our volume, please?
Hi, Helen.
Hi, Tony. How you doing?
A little bit, yeah.
Good, thank you. You're on air now.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Hi, Helen. How are you doing?
I'm very well. How are you?
We're great. It's so nice to meet you.
And you have heard so much about you. Tony's raved about you both.
Oh, well, thank you. This is really interesting, everything you're doing. Tell us about what you do and how you help people with better gut health and hydrotherapy,
Okay.
which is what, a lot of water, I guess.
Yeah, a lot. Yes, it is a lot of water. So basically, in a nutshell, I suppose it's a personal training session for your colon, and it's like a bath internally. In a nutshell, really, and it's all very discreet because people do think they're going to be, on all fours with a funnel up the backside, and it's not like that at all. It's a very discreet procedure. And actually, the majority of the time, I just have a really good chin wag with my clients and put the world to rights. So, but they're great health benefits because at the end of the day, we don't really know what we put in our mouths. We think we're having, natural organic foods and, it says low sugar or low fat. And people come in with all these digestion problems, which has knock-on effects to the rest of their body, really, not just obviously with their digestion. So I get to sort them out for my sins.
So hydrotherapy is more than just drinking water. It's actually a procedure?
Oh, it is, yeah. So basically, what I do is I insert the water via the bottom.
Wow.
So it actually goes into your colon.
It's like a water enema.
Yeah, it is actually. I mean, an enema will go in about 10 to 12 inches of your colon, and your colon's over 5 foot long and 2.5 inches in diameter. So it's a big piece of kit. So the warm water will go in all the colon.
How did you get involved doing this?
Well, I was pregnant with my eldest son, who's now, he's nearly 18. And I actually was in corporate world. I worked for a brewing industry for about 9 years. And I went on to work for a food company as brand marketing manager. So I came from a corporate world. And then when I was pregnant with my eldest son, the chairman, when he found out I was having a baby, said that's what happens when you employ birds. So I thought, well, I'm not going to get part-time flexible working hours here. So what is it you really want to do? And obviously it was what I'm doing now, colonics.
Interesting. And so
What
we're
do you
talking
reckon-
about gut health and cleaning your Tony, have you ever done this?
No, I haven't. But I've heard Helen give a talk at a networking event all about it.
Yeah.
And up until then, I just thought, oh my gosh, there's no way I could have that done. But actually, when she explained it all in detail, it sounded really quite interesting. I actually felt maybe I will. I haven't yet, but
yeah.
But yeah, because it's obviously the colon and what's in our gut affects the whole body. So by having that cleanse that Helen does, as she says, very discreetly, so there's nothing sort of on view, but it has a wonderful effect. What did make you? What did draw you? I hear what you said about the brewery and being pregnant, but what did draw you towards that particular type of work?
I think for me, my own personal health journey, I caught salmonella when I was on holiday in my early 20s. And from there onwards, I developed bowel issues. And also my uncle, who was my dad's twin brother, passed away of bowel cancer in his 50s, which was really quite early and could have probably been prevented. And yeah, so I suppose from that point of view, it was my own health journey. And everyone's got a bottom. Everyone has to go to the toilet. And I think I wanted to do it my way, a bit more, I suppose, holistically. You know, I'm not clinical. I'm not a doctor. I'm highly trained, and I trained with the Association of Registered Colon Hydrotherapists, which is, you know, their standards are very, very high, and you have to do a lot of like continual professional development. But I think it affects people in so many different ways. And certainly at the moment, which is what's gone on in the world, your microbiome is like a system. It's individually for you, and it affects your health. You know, your gut is your second brain, gut instinct. You know, if you're in a situation, it's your gut that will feel it first, then your brain will go into play. And I think for me, it's just the whole, I suppose, the stiff upper British lip of people can be anally retentive. And it's just all natural, you know, at the end of the day. So
A stiff upper lip
yes,
makes you
I think
anal
for me-
retentive. That's funny. We call that OCD
Yeah.
over here.
Absolutely. You know, it's that old, you know, that the whole, well, it's like constipation. It's all about emotionally. It's about holding on.
Yes.
And I suppose, you know, so and you can tell with people. So I think it's for me, it was just trying to do something that basically it's just as natural as breathing, but just, and to make it a bit fun. And because if people are relaxed, I'll get more out of them, both physically but also emotionally, because you hold on to a lot of emotions, you know, in your gut area, and people don't realize that. So it is very linked. It's not just diet, it's also emotion as well.
So do you find when you do that, people who are very anal retentive open up and they release some control?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, I get someone giggling or laughing and, you know, you find a common ground. The next thing you know, I'm very privileged. People will tell me their life stories. And I suppose really that's what I am. I'm not just a colonic hydrotherapist. I'd like to think I was a bit more than that, really. So.
Well, once you kind of get down there and do your thing, it's like once you have a baby, there is no more privacy anymore. It's like your body is no longer your body. So maybe it's the same thing. Once you're down there, it's like forget being anal retentive or proper because you're down and in there.
Exactly. Dignity is left at the door when you've had a baby. Anyway, and actually, you'll laugh now. 40% of my clients are male.
That's why I'm thinking they're male, because once you're a woman, you have children, your life is no longer your life. Like you've now given your life up to your family. But men, it's different. You haven't given your body to give birth, so you're still holding on to all of that stuff. So maybe if you had this colon hydrotherapy where they wash and bathe your colon, you'll release it. But you're not anal retentive. You're just like, you let it all
I think I am
loose.
right now. You should hear this conversation. This is like stall tactics 101.
Yes.
The whole day is turning into a giant pile of
a poop fest.
Poop.
Poop fest. Yeah.
That to clean you out.
Is it true that coffee enemas are better for you than anything else?
Coffee is amazing. I mean, the coffee I use it's a special coffee for enemas.
Oh, you got a
it's not
special
Starbucks.
coffee.
It's special. It's not a Starbucks or anything like that.
Oh.
It's the way the bean has been roasted. It's very pale. You can drink it apparently.
Oh, you got pale
but
coffee.
It's very pale coffee, yeah.
Pale.
And basically, you put it in via an enema when I'm doing the colonic, and
You put an egg?
it's the lactic acid that's in that coffee, and it stimulates the bile that's produced in your liver. So it helps with your liver.
It
And
reaches
liver's
your
got
liver.
500 functions, yeah.
It's to leave you minty fresh.
No, it's coffee.
It just it leaves you light as
they
a
have it.
feather.
No, they have a minty fresh coffee.
Really?
Yeah, for this stuff.
Really?
Yeah. I knew a doctor Because I was a diabetic and my brother died of a heart attack, they used to make me do a colonoscopy every 4 years. And my doctor's name was Dr. Finger.
That's
True
not
story.
even funny.
That was his name. I swear to God. That was his name. So I said to him, your name is what? Dr. Finger. And he was my doctor for 12 years. I used to do it every 4 years. And I got to tell you something. It was a riot. Because he used to introduce me to all these types of animals, which are very healthy for you.
Yeah, they are. They are very healthy.
I just didn't think of this.
No more anal. So we were just talking, years ago, we wanted to do a segment called Stall Tactics. Like what happens in the bathroom and all the conversations you have in the bathroom. So we were just talking about that within the past hour. We did podcasting this morning, and 2 girls are all talking about poop. However, the girls are talking about it. And now here you are talking about 3 times this has come up.
It's full of stuff today. It's all full of stuff.
You just never know where this show is going to take you.
White coffee.
That's really interesting. So you use water, coffee.
Yeah.
And you do this in your office?
How many times a month should you use this procedure?
It depends on your bowels. So I've got some clients that I probably see quite regularly because they actually can't go to the toilet because they've got injuries down in their spinal column, so it's affected the bowels, the nerves. And then I've got other clients that are quite anxious, so they come to see me because it affects their bowels. They can't go to the loo, they've got a lot of discomfort. But what I normally recommend, a normal healthy person, either quarterly or twice a year. You know, we're a vehicle at the end of the day. We're no different than getting a car serviced or MOT'd.
That's fast. So people who have spinal cord, like paraplegics and quadriplegics who have bowel programs, you help them.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also people with MS, or if they're on, you know, I treat clients in between cancer treatments. I've got several clients that have got cerebral palsy. So again, they can't go because they're in a wheelchair, so they're quite sedentary. And a lot of people that have got, if they're on meds, and the medication can affect the bowels. So, yeah, I mean, do you know what? I mean, like, someone says, oh, what's your typical client? I don't have one. Literally, it's like the age of my client ranges from 18 to 80. I never know who's going to walk through my door with whatever, reasons really, or what the bowel. And sometimes I can sort people out quite quickly. And then other people, they'll come and see me because they're doing a cleanse or they're doing a program because they've got something specifically wrong with them that they need to heal and sort out. So it just depends really.
Wow.
Is it true that people who have panic attacks, who have anxiety, if they do this treatment, it will help them overcome some of these attacks and some of this panic, some of this anxiety that they build up?
Yeah.
Because it's coming from...
Yeah, because see, the thing is with your bowels, because things like if you're not going to the toilet properly, it can, things like 70% of your immune system is actually based in your gut. Mm-hmm. We produce 95% serotonin, which is your happy drug, in your gut. 5% is produced in your brain, and you release it when you have a good poo, basically, which is why people feel great after a poo. Mm-hmm. But there's other hormones like melatonin, your sleepy drug, that again is produced. Dopamine, you get up and go drug. So if people are very highly anxious, it's understanding the reasons why. But obviously, by releasing those endorphins and you're relaxing them, of course, you are talking to them. You're trying to obviously make them feel at ease. And some people will just talk to you because I'm not a traditional counsellor or anything like that. They'll just offload, literally. So they walk out feeling a lot lighter because obviously what they've got in them is toxic waste. And if they're not going to the loo properly, they're holding on to it.
And that's where the problems begin. Do you know that most people tell you to use magnesium to avoid this conversation? To avoid this conversation.
Yeah, magnesium is an amazing supplement. I have a lot of clients on it and I recommend it a lot because of the farming industry. Obviously, magnesium is a mineral that is depleted because it's stripped Whereas obviously the farming industry 70 to 80 years ago was quite different. So it's a lot more mineral rich. Whereas obviously now the nutrients in our food are far less, which is one of the reasons why we suffer with the problems that we do. So, you know, it's a mineral that we do need, and magnesium, like Epsom salt baths, magnesium baths, but also a supplement. It's really, really good.
And it
for you.
comes in
All
different
sorts of
levels.
things.
The magnesium
Yes,
comes in
it does.
different levels, right? Because I know that until Daphne gave me the right one, there was too strong magnesium, and then there's others that are too weak magnesium. So you got to have the right one for your body.
You do. Absolutely.
It's
And
amazing
again-
because diabetics suffer from bad bowel movement. It's a fact. And one of the reasons that a diabetic that it suffers is the body retains its stuff.
Yes.
And she's actually 100% on the mark, but people refuse to have these conversations. I learned this from Dr. Finger, and he said to me, you should have colonoscopies done. You should have it done because if you're diabetic, it just gets worse as time goes on, because most diabetics are always a diabetic, you know? And we take stuff in and you can't move it and along, and I can see why she is much needed, and especially with what's going on around us today.
Yeah, the stress and anxiety of everything, and people eating the wrong foods. They're snacking at home, and
eating donuts.
I mean,
somebody put a camera on.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and also we've just come out, or we're coming out of, like, I call it lockdown-itis, in the fact that, you know, lives have changed. So certainly for the last few months, you know, you've kind of like, you're getting into a different routine. People are working from home. They're not as active, a bit more sedentary. You know, routines have gone out of the window, what you used to do, what you didn't used to do. So, you know, things have changed for people quite a lot, really. And there's been a lot of reevaluation. And some people have been brilliant and got really healthy and fit and well. Others, I call it lockdown-itis, they have not. And, you know, they have struggled. And also, there's been a lot of anxiety. So that has definitely affected people.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Incredible. Wow, Tony, what a lovely guest. Thank you so much.
Manchester does it again.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Totally different, but it really totally needed. And it's funny, we've been talking about this since this morning.
All day. You are the topic of conversation today.
And who knew?
Wow.
And this is kind of how it's just all kind of played out. Who knew? That's incredible, though.
Yeah.
Good.
Helen, thank you so much. Tony, as always.
Welcome.
Thank you. Have a wonderful
You're
night,
welcome.
ladies. It's been a pleasure.
Oh,
You
thank
too.
you. Thanks very much. Take care.
Bye-bye.
I gotta tell you. First, I learned that Dawn milks male goats. And today we ended, there's the donuts right there. The donuts are right there. And today it ends up not only milking male goats, but you end up pooping it all out. What a conversation.
Poop stories, stall tactics.
Colonics and all that. To be
You gotta have
honest
what?
with you. You have to
Colonics.
have colonics, like, you know, when they put the like a tube and then they like clean your colon out with some water, pumping it in and out.
Well, she talked about white coffee.
Yeah, you have to clean yourself out. It's detox.
There are donuts, ladies. Help yourself.
I heard about it too.
You gotta
You heard about
detox yourself. Not saying
Have you
I
ever
did
done
it.
it?
I'm not saying I did it. I'm just saying I heard
But
about
why do you sound like so strange? If you did it, you did it. What's the problem? It's a good detox.
it. No,
It's a good-
because
You
I
have
think-
stomach issues, don't you?
No, because I have stomach issues, but the doctors. The doctors,
Go
and
milk
you
a
know
goat.
who you are.
Go milk a goat. Yeah, right.
No, they know who
You know
they
he's
are.
had it done.
They took.
This show takes a little bit of a sideways.
They went overboard on my procedures. That's what
I'm
happened.
pretty sure they stuck
They
the
went
tube in
really
your ear.
overboard on my procedures.
Have another donut.
Miss, have
But
another
it does
donut. Miss
clean
Love,
you
you
up.
had to write a song based on procedure.
You know, usually it's not really going by request.
Rather donuts. We should do a
If
show.
I feel pain, I'll maybe write about it in that area.
How do we eat your donut?
You know, I've always. I'm not gonna say that. How do you hold that stuff in?
What, a donut? All that stuff.
That stuff she's talking about, the water.
I don't think you can.
You
I
have
think
to.
You can.
But you have to. What are you gonna spread it all over your hand? You gotta hold it in.
I'm sure it's on like a procedure table, and it's.
They probably
No,
do
it's
it in
on
a specific place, not in the house.
Yeah, and with the colonic,
You can
when
do
they
it in your
take it
house.
out, when they take it out, especially with colonoscopies, because I had one, when they take it out, they have to have something there because
No, the
you can't
colonoscopy is something else.
You
That
can't
I
really
had.
control.
That I had.
Yeah.
And they put the air in. A guy says, "Is that
Nice
too much air?"
conversation.
And I said, "What do you think? You're filling a tire?"
You were up.
Yeah, I was
You
awake.
can't really
The first
control
one.
yourself when they're pulling it out. So
No, yeah,
everything
you notice.
that's-
Under the sink
It's-
or something.
No, you notice. The doctor says they're gonna put air. I was awake for the first one. I was numb from the waist down, for the first one, and they found polyps and they took them out. He puts it in my face, and I'm like, "Okay, doc, enough. You can take it away." After that, they knocked me out. The last time I did it, I woke up with 15 people around me. He did it for a medical class. I was not happy whatsoever. I says, I didn't even prep.
That's
I
how
woke
you
up with-
know that it's
Look,
the
I woke
men
up
that
with
are
a-
anal retentive. Because at this point, after kids, I told you, makes no.
I'm not
difference.
anal anything. I just want to be. I want to know who's seeing me.
No, but
Anal
I woke up with one
Who's taking a
person
look
in
at
new
me?
robe.
Seen
I woke up with a new robe.
Of you.
A new
And then-
robe.
yeah,
I woke
and then
up
they have-
naked. And the doc says, "Oh, Freddie, don't worry about it. It's the medical
They
school
probably
from
filmed
Columbia."
it, so you can see
Huh?
a copy of it.
I said, "What?" I said, "Doc." It was the last time I went to him too.
So you just gave it out a yawn and
They
you're
took
like,
advantage
No,
of
I didn't
him.
give no yawning.
They probably-
I didn't
they
give no,
can,
trust
to
you
be
me.
honest.
There was a lot of cursing. Because he says, "No, I'm teaching some of the kids from Columbia Medical School, whatever it was." This, what?
But I gotta tell you, it's been a day that has been centered around that.
Stop! You just gave me nightmares.
One of our producers, mom went today, and they went and took care of mom,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? And then Teddy did a podcast today with the girls that talked about it.
Now, here
Then we
go.
talked about Stalltastic, and again, this has come up
And then Slick had a tube stuck in his ear.
4 times
no,
today.
not
This
even.
is not
Today.
often a topic that we
This
often
topic of
share.
the
You could
day.
be Professor Poop.
I can be.
Professor Poop.
Yeah, because
A lot.
people are surprised that I had all these procedures done. So
You had those procedures done
yeah,
too? Really?
had to. They didn't know what was wrong with me, so they had to be thorough in their search.
You mean physically or mentally?
Physically.
She got it.
More to come. What a
My check
Wednesday.
oil light was on, so they had to.
I need
They
it.
had to make sure
You
everything
need a
was
nap?
pumping.
And we are still
I
going.
could not imagine what I was hearing. Not only that, but he just brought back nightmares. So I'm looking down and says, "No, don't think about it. Don't think about it."
Well, we've got the Art of Amy Hrushevsky coming up with Catherine Carlisle, and I think OMG Flower Boutique. I think Andres is coming in. So tune in today at 2:30 for that. You've got Sarah Spiritual tonight. We got some things rocking and rolling. Thank you again to Shout Out Magazine for this lovely printed version of our magazine, which is amazing. We'll be putting this online on Instagram and social media, and have a framed copy
I
up
have to
here in the
read it.
studios. You have to read it. Remember what
Is
it was
that the
about?
whole article? Both pages?
Yes.
Jeez Louise.
It's quite long. I got to tell you, but wow, they did an incredible, amazing job.
What's that? The interview?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 100%. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Tune in to The Art of Amy Hrushevsky on Let's Talk Art today at 2:30. We will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Drive time. Be kind to each other.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and